seekers of wisdom. Welcome to Chronicles of 1900, another podcast that I have created to be able to inspire you. My name is Ibrahim Sunday, and today I'm going to be talking about what I call a conclusion of what I talked to you about selling online. So many people have reached out to me and they're saying, "Oh, I don't have money to start Amazon sales. What can I do?" And they need to look for suppliers and the like. So what I'm going to tell you is how to start small. What do I mean by how to start small? I mean that you can actually start by starting by eBay. How will you start by eBay? eBay is a kind of a free listing platform. So what you can do is, I've done this before and I still do this at the moment. I go online and I buy all these closing down stocks. What I mean by closing down stocks, you see stores that are closing down, they liquidate or probably be going bankrupted, so they want to sell off their stocks. The good thing about this is that if you buy the stocks, you will be buying them at a rate where you can resell and make profits. However, you have to be very careful. What I mean by very careful, the first thing you must do is you must understand what you're buying. If it's your terrain, which is an area of your understanding, very good. But if you don't know more about the product, or you don't know about it, for example, you want to buy leather goods, you should be able to know what are good products that are leather goods. If you want to buy clothes, you should know what are good clothes. If you want to buy hair, you should know what are good hair that you can resell. And you must look exactly online, Google it, look for the price that they're selling it before you even buy closing down stocks. The reason why is because sometimes you see buy one get one free, you see 25% off, 40% off. They are not really sales. They're just trying to get a product out of the shop because they want you to buy it. But if you look at the price they're selling it, right, and you look at the price those closing down stocks are, and you can actually make profit from them, you can buy them. Example is QD stores. In QD, you can see some good products for £1, £2, but the market value of this product will be £10. These are some of the things that big stores like Gucci, like Burberry, they do. They don't really give out their stocks that they sell. They will normally burn them down. But there are some stores that have access to those products, like TK Maxx. If you go to TK Maxx, you can see clothes for like £800, £700, and you buy them for like £100 thereabout. So closing down stocks are a good one. Now, you can go to all the stores like I mentioned. TK Maxx, they sell very good products, and QD, they sell very good products as well. Some you can find tags on them, some you won't find tags on them. But before you buy them, Google the market value of this product before you buy them. Now, if you want to buy in bulk, right, which is what I do. I did one some years ago. John Lewis in Peterborough closed down, and they auctioned most of the things that are left. So I went online into the auction and I buy those products. I'm still selling them right now. I've got store on eBay as well with one of my company. I'm going to talk about how you can start that if you are self-employed or you don't want to start a company towards the end of this podcast. But what I did, back to what I'm saying, is I went online. I saw those stocks that they were selling. I looked at the price of those things online, and then I bought those stocks. Now, when I bought those stocks, they were quite cheaper compared to what you buy online. Some of them are like t-shirts that you buy for like £40, some of them like £60, some of them like £100. But because they have been put together as a closing down stock, and I've seen exactly what they said is inside the particular lot, as they call it in auction. So I was able to bid for it and I bought it. Now, I've been selling those stocks for almost 2-3 years, and I still have more of them left. Now, what you need to understand is the profit margin on those kind of stocks is quite high, because at the end of the day, you might buy a stock of like £40,000 for like 5,000. So what happens? You begin to now sell them one after the other. In that 40,000 value stock that you bought for 5,000, you could have maybe 100 pieces of clothes inside, for example, or 100 pieces of home accessories inside, right? So you begin to sell them. Some of them online, they sell them for like £40. What I do is I sell them for £30. So if you go online on my shop in eBay, you will see that I have original product but at a reduced price, which means people can buy them and they can feel like they are making savings on it. And that's the way you can do those product sales as well. Now, how do you access those products? How do you find those closing down sales products? One place you can find them, this information I'm giving you, they are golden. It took me years to find them, but why would I keep them and not tell you about them when they can help you as well? So you can find them on iBidder. iBidder is a site that you can buy stocks that are closing down, or Beat Spotter. Beat Spotter, you can find Beat Spotter as well. .co.uk. You can see all those stocks there. Now you ensure that you know what you're buying. There are different auctioneers on those sites. Depending on what kind of product you want to buy, look for the product, ensure you understand the product before you buy the product, and make sure that you're saving money. Don't be greedy. I mentioned it in my last podcast. One thing you don't want to do in business is be greedy about business. Don't be greedy. Look for the value, look for your markup, calculate it, run the numbers, and then purchase what you want to purchase. At the moment, part of the things I've done last year is I bought some stocks as well. Some of those stocks, they worth about close to 60 grand, and I bought them for less than 10 grand. Now, I'm creating an avenue to begin to sell them this year. Now, those products, they are products that are very, 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 very recent, and they are modern. So by the time I sell those stocks and I put them online for sales, sometimes you need to know the season that you sell those things at a higher rate and the season that they are being declared as not really required. For example, are some of the clothes that I bought. There are some clothes that I bought last year during winter season, but they're for summer. So now that we're going to summer, we begin to list them on our store. People will begin to buy them. They already started ordering some of them, like t-shirts, like the NASA t-shirt and the likes. There are some fleece that you can also buy as well, that you buy them when they are not in season and you sell them when they are in season. These are the things you do to be able to save money and to be able to make money as well. The good thing about selling on eBay is that you don't need to have 1,000 stock. If it's only one piece of it you put it online, you sell it. Unlike Amazon, where you have to have a lot of the product to be able to continue selling on Amazon. But eBay, you can list only one stock if that's only one that you have. If you have 10 different types of stock, you can list the 10 type of stock that you have there, and you have free listings, which means you don't need to pay for it. So this is something you should start thinking about. Now, how do you sell on eBay if you don't want to register a business? Now, there's what we call being self-employed in the UK, which means that you sell, but you declare to HMRC at the end of the day how much of your income has come through your self-employment. You might have maybe your care job, or you might be a business analyst, or you might be a project manager, or maybe you might be a policy manager, or even an engineer or something. But because you're doing this on the side also, so what happens is that your NI is only reading on what you earn at work. But when you now begin to sell online like this, you have to do what we call self-assessment at the end of the day, depending on how much you have earned from selling online. So you register as eBay as a person, you have free listings of over 300 products that you can list. You list all those products there. You have the opportunity to have eBay integrated with different postal services like Royal Mail, like Parcel Force. They are all linked together within Royal Mail, so you can choose the one you want to use to be able to send the product out. What you do is you buy the packaging nylon, those sealable ones. You buy them in maybe hundreds or 50s. They are not expensive. So when people buy your product, all you need to do is you put them in that bag, you seal them. When you go on your eBay account, it's going to ask you if you want to buy a postage. So you buy the postage there as well, print it out on your normal printer at home, and then you seal it up. Once you seal it up like that, you throw it into the post office, and then they send it away for you. Postage can be as cheap as £1, £2, £3. But what you do at the end of this is that when you've sold all those things, you have the opportunity to download your total sales in Excel from eBay, right? You generate that Excel, which shows you what you have sold in the last maybe 1 year, and then you declare your income, and then you also declare the expenses you have made based on that income to HMRC, just to ensure that you're safe. Okay, so that's a good one that you can do. So if you don't know how to go about it, or you need holding hand, let me know. If you are interested in cars and you want to sell cars, you can go to different auction online for cars. BCA is there. You can cars on Copart as well. You can find damaged cars, you can find non-damaged cars as well. You buy different things there, and then you can resell. But please ensure that these are the things that you are quite conversant with. Do not buy what you are not aware about, or you don't know about, so you don't lose your money. Start small. If you need advice, if you need help, reach out to me. If you want partnership as well, reach out to me. I'll be able to get you into partnership to be able to support you and then help you to grow. Please give it a try. Don't just sit down and say it's not working. It can work. I'm telling you this because I've been there, done it, and it has worked. Okay, like, share, comment on this, and also subscribe as well to my YouTube channels as well. More information are going to be coming in the next series. I'm going to be telling you how to access credit. That's going to be my next series for this April. I'm just doing this to be able to give you advice on how to go about it, because people were saying they don't have money to start on Amazon. What can they do? So start on eBay, look for closing down stocks, begin to sell them one after the other, make some profit, and tell me how you're getting on with it. Thank you very much. God bless you, and looking forward to your comment as well. Like, subscribe, share, and don't forget, tell everyone about this. It's something that they need to know about. Bye. Love you.